So thank you all for coming. I'm super excited to welcome, where is she? Yu Peng Chen from the United Nations. Where is she? Woohoo! And she works with the Secretary General and their Office on Technology and Innovation.
Thank you so much, Wendy. It's so amazing to be here in such inspiring, dynamic, motivated company. The United Nations has really been committed to the issue of gender, women, and really what Wendy said, uplifting women and making sure that we reach women all around the world. So I'm so happy to be here today to welcome you all to the United Nations and to really say that we appreciate everything that you're doing in your diverse communities, industries, sectors around the world to really bring attention to the cause of women and to really make sure that entrepreneurship is a means by which we can uplift women everywhere. I work in the Office of the Secretary General's Envoy on Technology, and technology really has been one of these key drivers in propelling us into the 21st century. But at the same time, we see firsthand how women are often left behind by technology, right? So for instance, Wendy spoke of women in poverty. In the technological space, in ICTs and so forth, the gender gap between men and women stands between 10 to 20% globally. So there are countries where women are 20% less likely to be online than men. And then around the world, we face a situation where 2.7 billion people don't have access to the internet, and the majority of these are women. We also see where, in situations where women have the luxury of being online, it is not as stable and secure as that of men. So for instance, ownership rates of smartphones are 20% more likely to happen for men than for women. So a woman is more likely to have to borrow the smartphone of her father or husband to be able to get online. That deprives her of the opportunities to use technology for her business, for her education, or to just better herself. Then there are also situations where women and girls, even online, face distressing levels of vulnerability to harm. Women are 27% more likely to face online harassment than men. So the situation of technology, the fact that women are left behind and are so often not part of the transformative potential of technology innovation is something that we need to think about. And I think this is where women's entrepreneurship can play such a big role. That if we really look to how women-led businesses or products or women's entrepreneurship can really focus on this aspect of women and empowering women, it can be extremely powerful. But we still have a long way to go. Even in the United States, for instance, data suggests that women founders lag very far behind in men founders when it comes to startup funding. So for instance, the latest data shows that only 2.4% of VC funding went to women-only startups. So when you have a mixed gender team, the percentage of startup funding that you get rises to 20% of the global data. But if it's only a women-led team, they've only managed to raise 2.4% of startup funding in the last year. So that disparity, I think, of women's roles in science and technology is profound, not just at the startup level, but when it comes to basic education as well. Girls are less likely to be present at the higher levels of STEM education. Girls are discouraged from taking STEM education early on. So I think, especially as we look to women's entrepreneurship and celebrate the role and the importance of women in our societies, if we really want to create a more dynamic, robust, resilient, and inclusive digital future for technology and innovation, we really need to look to how women must play a critical role in all of this. And this has been very important in the role of the United Nations. I chose to focus on technology because that's the aspect I work on here at the UN. But this really applies across all the other spheres as well. And so I'm so very happy to be here today to learn with all of you and to really celebrate what we can do collectively as a committed, dynamic community to women's entrepreneurship, not just in the area of tech and innovation, but all across as well, so that we can really inspire, empower, and uplift women and girls all around the world. Thank you so much. Thank you.